Alright, how is it going, guys? Thanks a lot for joining me for another beer review. Just got back from Edmonton last night, super late last night. Spent the weekend there, went to a beer festival that went awesome. Tried a bunch of new breweries, had a bunch of great food, went to a bunch of awesome Edmonton restaurants, Red Oxen, Vivo, stuff like that, you know. Just really good food out there and awesome beer. So yeah, gonna be looking at some local Edmonton brew that I picked up out there from a brand new brewery, only a couple months old, Town Square Brewing. They're located in, where is it here? Town Square Brewing Company, 2919 Elwood Drive, Southwest Edmonton, Alberta. So yeah, going to be looking at their IPA today, their Megawatt NEIPA, coming in at 6% alcohol by volume. I hear this beer is pretty freaking good, so excited to give it a review. It contains Dorado and Citra hops, so yeah, without further ado, let's get this beer cracked, poured, and see how it tastes. Very light color to this. Almost looks like a Hefeweizen or something like that. Yeah, there we go. Pours, wow, I can smell that from there. Huge juicy aroma coming off this. Just a really big hoppy aroma. But yeah, it pours a bright white head, about a finger and a half worth of a really bright, creamy looking kind of head. Really vibrant, juicy, pineapple juice kind of yellow color. Super hazy but not opaque at all. It just looks super, yeah, vibrant, super glowing kind of. Looks awesome. Let's get an aroma. Wow, it smells like hops and juice. It smells awfully lot like some of those Trillium beers I had last year out in Boston there. I mean, this really big, astringent, like, brutal kind of hop aroma, you know. Very herbaceous, very gardeny kind of, very stocky, very green. But still huge, like a straight up juice kind of quality. I would say maybe pineapple, a lot of melon. It smells absolutely delicious. I can't wait to give this a taste, so let's do that. Cheers, everybody. That is really delicious. Wow, that's what I've been missing. I've had tons of New England IPAs lately, and they can get super sweet. This has that really like juicy New England kind of vibe, but it's also got a big, almost West Coast kind of bitterness, you know. There's a big piney, resinous, hoppy, just bitterness across the tongue, almost to the point of like a woody kind of bitterness, like cedar, something like that, you know. Really nice bitter flavor across the tongue. It's got a nice dry finish to it, but there's this juiciness in the center of the tongue. Yeah, juice reminiscent of like orange juice, of course grapefruit, big grapefruit. I would say that was the main player in this. It reminds me like of Monkish's IPAs that I had a few years back. It's got this really big hop, just greenness, you know, this fresh green hop matter kind of flavor. I'm really digging that. Yeah, the mouthfeel, I think it could be a little bit heavier. There is this chewiness to it, but it's also very light and spritzy at the same time. I would like it a little bit fuller, but that might take away from the awesomeness of the flavor. You know, like it might make it a little bit sweeter if they boosted the body up with like oats or whatever, or maybe a lower fermenting yeast or something like that. But as it stands now, I really dig this beer. I would put this in Alberta's best beers at this point, or at least Alberta's best hoppy beers. I'm thinking like this is right around like what Bench Creek is doing, what Blind Man's doing with their IPAs, and just a really good beer. So as a rating on this beer, I'm gonna go straight up A. It's not the best beer I've ever had, but it's like really good. 95, something like that, maybe 94. I'm starting to get a lot more of like this candy kind of flavor coming off of it. I can't really make out what flavor that is. It's like maybe a lychee, something like that. Like a really candy, sweet, creamy fruitiness, if that makes sense. Maybe a guava, something like that going on. But yeah, absolutely delicious beer. 94 for me, really good stuff. Megawatt IPA, NEIPA. Can't wait to see what these guys do in the future. I mean, if this is what they're putting out right away, once they dial in the recipe a bit, maybe balance out the flavors a little bit more. There is a little bit of like a astringency on the sides of the tongue that I could see going away with a few more batches of this beer, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna probably review this beer in, I don't know, 6 months. Try a new batch, see how they've improved the beer. I could easily see this going to like a 97-ish kind of beer with just a little bit more refinement, but really, really awesome stuff from a pretty much brand new brewery. I hear they have a little bit of a kitchen in their brewery as well, so next time I'm out there, I'll have to take whoever I'm with to the brewery for some grub and beer, you know. Yeah, awesome stuff. I still got a Beet Kettle Sour that I have to review from these guys, and really looking forward to that. So yeah, they're putting out really, really interesting beers for a brand new brewery. Like an Imperial Saison is what's on their menu right now, and I think like a Helles, some sort of rye ale, something like that. A bunch of different cool beers, but yeah, Megawatt, NEIPA. Gonna end the review saying, let me know what y'all think of this beer, any of their other beers. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please give me a like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next time, cheers.